What's up, guys? RBG here. Today we're going to be talking about a video, and we're going to be basically commenting over some gameplay. I know most of what's going to happen in this game. It's a pretty cool game. I thought it was very interesting. I'm going to link the YouTube channel and YouTube video of people who recorded this in the description. I should be getting some of my own gameplay videos out this week, but I'm super excited. It's gonna be my first commentary video, so if I miss anything or mess anything up, just let me know. I'm just gonna be talking about the game and seeing what could have been, what could have been done differently, and kind of just commenting over the gameplay. So it's gonna be Ahri versus Misfortune. Misfortune has the leader ability where she can add like tap for ganking, and then Ahri has the ability attacking. It's -1 pretty much. The two battlefields they have is War Camp. Basically, War Camp means everything there is +1, and then the other battlefield is Void Gate, where spells that deal damage are +1 damage. So pretty cool spells overall. Really interesting battlefields. I think this will be a good game. So Ari player starts, channels 2 runes, draws a card. If you always forget, just ABCD, awaken, draw, channel, and then you basically go to like start playing. So the Ari player is going to tap 2 for the student. The student's really cool. It has +1 attack when a spell is played that turn. Really, honestly, perfect curve so far. So you like to see it if you're the Ari player. And then the Misfortune player is going to start. Looks like they thought a little bit, and then the Misfortune player is going to decide to tap 3 for the. It's essentially just a 3 drop that will ready something on play. As of right now, he just played a drop. It's kind of unfortunate tempo. It looks like the Ari player is in the lead tempo wise now. Channel draw. We're at 4 mana right now. It's fortunate that the Ari player isn't able to get to 5. Wants to play her champion for his own. But the Ari player is going to first conquer, gain a. The Ravenbloom student is 3 attack now, and mind if a spell is played. Now, looking at the Ari player's hand, I see a riposte. The riposte is actually crazy because if the Misfortune player tries to contest the battlefield right now, that Ravenblood student would end up being at 6 attack defending anything just because of that riposte. So this is a crazy combo here. Ravenblood student plus the Fiora spell riposte like really, really crazy. It's kind of hard to contest. It makes contesting anything early game against Ari when they have mana up just super, super. So the Misfortune player is going to tap for recycle 1 for, I believe, a Misfortune. Yeah, a Misfortune, the purple Misfortune, which I actually think is a misplay a little bit. Not too bad. I think it's fine here. And then, take the battlefield, gain a point. The Ari player gets to start the turn, awaken channel draw kind of stuff. Um, Basically, the Ari player is looking pretty good. I think the Ari player is going to tap 5 probably just play her here. That would make sense to me. Still thinking. Yep, tap 5 for cycle 1 for Ari. She's actually going to do the reinforce. So some people actually don't know this. You can play units direct battlefields control. It's good to keep note of. It's like a weird rule that isn't talked about, and people don't always know. um, and then the Ari player is going to leave 1 mana up on purpose. This is very important because um, he has a bunch of 1 mana drops in it, so he definitely wants to be able to. Um, I think the Misfortune player here needs to kind of like just start taking control of the game here as best as they can. I personally would probably play the bullet time Misfortune player's hand first, or maybe play the Misfortune, play a card, then maybe bullet time. Kind of have to see how it goes, but it's really rough what Ari player has for. Um, that's a good play. Yeah, the Misfortune player is going to play this card. It's a 4 drop or 5 drop 4 mana, 4 attack that basically bounces 1 back to zone. Now the Misfortune player is going to move Misfortune over. This seems like a really bad attack though, because this is 3 attack, 5 attack. So then out loses 1. So it's actually 3 into 4 right now. But then when Riposte gets played, tap 1, yep, for Riposte. Now that thing is a 6 into 3. Because the Ari ability takes it down by 1, so it doesn't gain anything from War Camp. Brave gets 1 and has +3, 2 from the Riposte because it's the only unit defending there, and because the Raven Blue student attack. So this is 6. The Misfortune player is attempting to play Bullet Time. You can't play Bullet Time here, actually. Bullet Time is a spell, not a reaction, so you can't play it during showdowns. So this is technically an illegal action, but illegal actions are probably going to happen in this game, especially when we're starting to learn that. So it's not a big deal. I don't think they're going to catch this though. Yeah, they don't catch it. So the Misfortune player is able to kind of get tempo here and get that bullet time to go through. The Misfortune player though could have technically just preemptively bullet time, so it's really not a big deal. It could have been a very similar outcome either way, so it doesn't break. The Misfortune player then taps and moves the one unit to the other battlefield to kind of get control of it. Don't know what the Ahri player is going to do here. Has a bunch of cards in hand, so a lot of different things that they can kind of do and get going. Um, Kind of see what they decide to do. I would leave all my mana up and move the battlefield first. Yep, good decision. And then just let the that player figure out what to do, and then gonna play Riposte. Okay, so Riposte is crazy, so it's +2, so it's the Misfortune player has no mana behind that. Now we're at 3 points to 3 points, but the Ahri player is definitely in a good position. Um, I think you should just pass here. Ooh, he's thinking about playing the Kaisa. This is such a greedy play from the Ahri player. I think this is so greedy. You can lose so much tempo here if you don't have a play. A lot of it, the cards in hand are spells, so now he has to protect. I think I would only make this play if I was the Ahri player, if I had a hidden to play to try and protect my Ahri. Right now, my Ahri is kind of like a sitting duck almost. Doesn't feel too great, to be honest. If I were the Misfortune player, we have 6 mana. I'm just ripping the Misfortune, killing the Ahri, honestly, and taking both battlefields, making the Kaisa player start to play. Yeah, he has no mana behind. The Ahri player has no mana behind here, which I don't know. I really want to say this is a misplay from the Ahri player. Feels, if not a misplay, it's a very greedy play, I think. Because if this Ahri dies here, you can definitely lose some pretty bad tempo. Um, I would have just played my champion here with haste because he can play his champion with all of his mana recycled to for haste. Oh, this is a good play too. Um, Plays the sneaky saboteur. Basically, it like follows a unit. So if you move a unit, you have them come with it. So he's going to be attacking with I believe 10 damage worth of stats. So the Ahri should realistically die here. Um, but the Ahri does deal damage enough to kill the little guy because the Ahri champion he has is making the one guy go back to 4, and then because he's back to 4, the Ahri damage is 5. So I don't hate that play at all. Leaving 2 mana behind, it's not bad. For a hidden, okay, yeah. I feel like if this was the play line, we could have just played the Misfortune instead and taken both battlefields though, because I think Misfortune might be able to check it by itself. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't hate that play line. I think the Misfortune player also drew pretty bad. Uh, the Ahri player is going to play Stupefy. This is actually like a draw one. Kind of what he's playing it. Oh, Ahri player has Foxfire. Foxfire is going to come up here. So the thing is back to 4 life right now. Um, which is really cool because now he can play Foxfire. Even though it's +1 from the battlefield, now it's at 4. I'm going to play Foxfire. I don't know what hidden the Misfortune has, but I'm interested to see. So one thing to note is if the Misfortune player lets the battle loses control of the battlefield, the hidden will just disappear. So Chainlink 2, I could imagine him playing the hidden. I don't know what it is, but he plays Teemo. Oh, that's really cool. So Teemo will actually is a 1-drop, right? But when he comes into play, he gets 3 power that turn, and then he also has War Camp, so he actually becomes a 5. So he survives Foxfire somehow, which is kind of crazy. I like that. It's a cool play. So Foxfire only trades. Um, then he's just gonna move Ice over. He has mana up though. It's really unfortunate having it down. This does look really controlled. player. Yep, discipline. Discipline is crazy. Any card that draws a card and does something is busted. So this should be 6 attack. I Misfortune player doesn't have it. Might be a little bit bricked up. Um 2 mana behind though is really, really rough. I think the Kaisa player might want to play so you can actually just play the when you conquer, you can just play cards ignoring their recycle cost. Or if it has a recycle cost, you gotta pay the recycle cost. But he can just like use discipline to give the Kaisa +2 attack and draw a card. So it's almost like when you conquer, draw a card by recycle. Yep, he recycles discipline. Actually draws another discipline. That's crazy. He has 2 mana behind and he draws. Oh my, sorry player is him. Then the misfortunes already up, ready 2 runes. Been stuck on like 6 mana the whole game to just catch up. And the Ahri players just kind of been controlling the game. Tap 6, recycle 1 for the Kane. And the Kane doesn't really do anything. Uh, yeah, I think this game's over. Uh, it seems to me like this is just gonna be an over. So ready, draw, get 2 runes. At this point, just so much control. He has like 20 cards in hand. He's drawn a bunch now. He's got Zonias now too in hand. Yeah, this looks gonna move Kaisa. Kaisa has ganking the other battlefield, conquer a point, and so 2 points in the same. Really, really cool. He's at 6. Um, he had a haste creature. He could like actually summon it and conquer that other battlefield too. He's gonna play the clockwork. This is basically 2 mana. You can cycle one of the mana you spent to draw a card, or cycle another card to play a hidden, like that play. And then he has another Ahri in his hand. He's gonna tap. Yeah, tap 5, recycle 1 for a art. And he's gonna play it to the battlefield. Yeah. And that looks like game. I can't imagine there'd be any play that would win here. Let's see. So summon, draw, get 5. The Ahri player will win the game probably if the the misfortune player really needs to deal with the board. So he has 4, 7 mana. I think the misfortune player just needs to play like the misfortune and just like play it with haste and just swing the stuff. I don't at the battlefield, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. I think this is a losing play. Sure. I think the misfortune player used bullet time way too early. I think bullet time can now. It's a cute play, but doesn't do anything. So he's ready. So he's able to like ready the cane, play drop, um, to move it from the battlefield to the other battlefield. But that's just not enough damage being moved over there. This looks really like a losing position to me. I'm not sure. Gonna tap 2 for tap 1 for yeah that, and tap 2 for discipline as well. Yep. Then he's gonna zone his. Yep, and then Dreadboom Predator. So yeah, the reason why the game's over right here is because as soon as the guy starts his turn, he'll have 7 points, and then all he has to do is go open battlefield, gets the final point win. You can only get the final point by conquering either the second battlefield and control both, or holding for an entire turn. Um, but he just moves over to that battlefield game, and there's nothing the misfortune player can. They have no up. I don't think the misfortune player could have done too much differently. Maybe play your champion a bit earlier. I think might have been like a more competitive game, but overall the Ari player really good, proved out really good, and was a contested game. Um, Overall, a really good game though, a fun game to watch and look at, and I hope you guys learned something. I want to primarily do this type of content along with deco guides, looking at the meta, team list, that kind of stuff. If you like this kind of content, like, comment, subscribe, let me know so I'll upload more of this. This weekend I'm going to be definitely recording some of my own gameplay against some of my friends. IRL playtesting. So If you want to see any of that, let me know. I hope you guys have a great 4th of July weekend and RBG out. See ya.